Hello, community. How is everybody doing today? Welcome, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Very excited to have you guys all here today. Welcome to this very quick 15-minute live episode of the People Profit Podcast. I am Sandy Coker, the author of People Profit and the host of the People Profit Podcast. Like I said, we uncover how to prioritize your people that unlocks your organizational success. Today, I'm really excited to chat with Dr. Kim Allen, who is an elite executive coach, author and architect of 2 books, president of the Dr. Kim Approach, 2-time author, like I said, of Read, Lead, and Reengage, both on my bookshelves, and the host of the fabulous Women Podcast Studio and Releading podcast. With her background as a coach, she's transformed teams through emotional intelligence, modeling excellence, and her analyze, diagnose, endgame approach boosts many of the NPS scores by 200%. So today, we're just teasing the episode that's dropping on Monday, February 2nd. And the episode is called Leading People, Modeling Excellence in Today's Workplace. So if you're a leader navigating change and you need just a little bit of inspiration, this is for you. Welcome, Kim. Dr. Kim, how are you?
I'm so great, Sandy. How are you doing?
I'm
You
doing
global TED Talk woman, you.
Oh,
I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you. It's been such a blast. It really has been a blast. Those of you guys listening, if you could drop in the comments, share your biggest leadership challenge. We'd love to see what your leadership challenges are in the comments. So Kim, this is all about you. This is not about me. So this is about your episode. I know. So we're going to talk a little bit here. In the episode that we talked about, you share your self-made journey, right? From Comcast culture shifts to your books, you doing your books and doing your coaching, all of that. How did the experiences that you had in your past shape the philosophy of don't tell them why, show them how?
I think that the biggest reason is because whenever I go into a situation, I think that based on what I've been told by clients is that other people will tell them what they're doing wrong, but they don't show them how to do it the correct way. So just from observing and listening, I completely changed my philosophy that people indeed, they want to know why, but they want to be shown how and what it looks like.
Yeah.
People don't know what they don't know. And unless you can paint that, I'm a highly visual learner. So if someone can literally draw a sketch or paint a picture, I totally get it. But if I don't see it, then I can't imagine it.
And don't you think that modeling these behaviors really helps to build those engaged teams? If you're doing what you say you're supposed to do.
You said it exactly correct. It's modeling that if you're a leader who models it normally. But again, when you're going into a client, if they don't know what they don't know, and you show them and you work with them to get them from point A to point B, from here to there, so that they know what effectiveness looks like, they're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. It's almost like being a teacher and you give a student, if they don't know how to do a math problem, but you give them 50 math problems to do for homework, they do it wrong 50 times.
Right. You're so right.
And as adults, we're the same way.
Yeah. And you also, in our episode, we also talked a lot about emotional intelligence and reading the room, right? For the audience that's listening right now or that will listen later on, that are dealing with morale dips or retention issues, what's one practical way leaders can use empathy to create those safe, purpose-driven environments?
Great question. And I hope that everyone heeds this advice right now. Please go talk to those people that if they're living or working in a toxic work environment, if you're not sitting down, engaging with them and asking them what a non-toxic workplace looks and feels like to them, you're never going to know their blueprint. You're never going to be able to change, ever.
Yeah. Yeah. And so workplaces right now, they're more diverse, dynamic, hybrid, remote, all of this thing.
Yes.
And you've got this leading in 3D approach. It focuses on the individuals, the teams, and the missions. It really stands out. How does this, combined with accountability, help leaders navigate change and empower their teams?
Well, again, I think it's interesting that you're calling it a 3D approach. I just think that the higher you elevate yourself and able, you know, in and enable yourself to be able to overlook a situation, you're never going to know what it feels like. We're
Yeah.
never going to know what it feels like for diverse people who are new into an environment unless we're asking them. But again, like think about when you're in a mall, remember you're in a food court, right? And then you
Yeah.
go up the escalator, right? To the
Yeah.
second, it's all cut out and you're looking over at everyone. You're not better than anyone, but you're looking over at that and you're able to look at how the process works all together rather than being on the ground looking forward. You can't see anything.
I
So I
love
think
that.
that's that 3D
Yeah.
approach. I just think, again, we just need to elevate ourselves to be able to look over at the same thing that we're looking at every single day. Leaders don't know how to do that. And it's not
Yeah.
their
And I think
fault.
in that 3D approach, because we're on screen so much, I mean, we just
Yes,
we have to kind of look at it and be like, wait, there's actually a person sitting behind, these two microphones, I
absolutely.
love that. I love that. So drawing from your books, and again, this is a teaser, guys. The episode's dropping on Monday, so we're not going to give everything away right now. But drawing from your books, Relead and Reengage, and your podcast. What's a quick tip for listeners to build authenticity and adaptability, without overhauling their entire style? So, what does that
Okay.
look like for people?
Yeah, that's the easy one because I say it in all of my books, and I will continue to say this, that leadership effectiveness is not intuitive, period. You
Yeah,
get
yeah.
promoted on a Friday, you go to work on Monday, you do not have the skill set for your new role on Monday.
Right.
So it's incumbent upon us to be self-aware and or else hire someone like an executive coach to help you identify what areas you need to fortify that skill set so that you are ready to get off that bench and to get onto your new role. I think that's the
Yeah.
most important thing, that the self-awareness part of it, that is, I think, the killer for everyone.
I would completely agree with that. There's a lot of people that just don't have that, or don't want to do that mirror check. I'm always like, check yourself first before you walk out
Absolutely.
the door, right? And
That's
we've
right.
all had bad moments. I mean, for sure,
Sure.
right? Yeah.
I've had a
So,
million.
yeah, me too. But that's okay. That's what makes us fun and human, right? So,
That's right.
finally, thinking back to our conversation, what's one thing that you hope leaders take away if when they listen to the episode on Monday, to really boost your employee experience for lasting business impact? What's something that people could be listening for when they listen to this?
The most important thing is for all leaders to engage with your teams, with your boss, and with those direct reports. And I don't mean talking at them, I mean engaging. It works
Yeah.
two ways. The biggest miss for everyone is that they don't engage with others. We just think as leaders we can swoop right in and fix a problem, and we're not engaging with the team to ask them again what that looks like, what that feels like. You talk a lot about the implementation part of it too, that what we're about to implement. I mean, we taken a pulse check of our team? Do you even know your team? And people don't want to do that. I've been managing the same team for 3 years. I don't want to ask them those questions. Ask them those questions.
Yeah.
Have a conversation and make sure that they're engaging with you. You're never going to have your finger on the pulse, ever.
I love that. Oh my God, this is so inspiring, Dr. Kim. Thank you so much. These are powerful teasers on modeling excellence and emotional leadership, and you've given us some really good tools in creating thriving cultures. So everybody, catch the full episode Monday on the People Profit Podcast for more on Dr. Kim's journey, her strategies, and her stories. Subscribe now. And also head to the drkimapproach.com for her executive coaching, speaking, and consultations. Grab Relead and Reengage on Amazon. Tune into the Fabulous Women podcast studio, or Releading on YouTube, and just connect with her. So again, thank you so much for being on our live session. We really do appreciate it. All right. And we will see your episode on Monday. Thanks. Bye everybody.